Lord or merchant will hire the steel garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice.
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paradise?
Since the events in the Deadfire, their operations have expanded. The steel garrote has always been associated with Wodica. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodica's priests, or Wodica herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier in sore need of order. Thus, they are here. Or so the steel garrote say. Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting. Wodica's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Wodica does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again. Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her. I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free. By all means. I trust whomever told you to consult a watcher also told you to avoid the one in the city. She is a liar and a thief.
Oh, did you take your money?
No. Anyway, watchers are individuals capable of perceiving souls. The soul may be in a living body, or it may simply be lingering, waiting to pass into the in-between. In either case, interacting with a soul allows a watcher to glimpse a person's past lives or their most deeply buried memories. Watchers are incredibly rare, and in Adir, highly controlled. Many people wish to know who they were in a previous life, and do not like what they learn. The smart ones stay hidden. They do not announce their powers, perhaps not even to themselves. Even a careful watcher risks inadvertently revealing themselves by knowing something they shouldn't know. Of the ones that are public, little is concretely known. But we hear things. They make good judges in Wodica's courts, so long as they're controlled. The lords, it's rumored, buy and sell them to collect blackmail on their enemies. But I suspect many watchers are imprisoned or executed, or simply kill themselves. A watcher doesn't need your cooperation or consent to read your soul. They could learn everything about you, terribly damaging things about your parentage, for example, or things you did in a past life, without you ever knowing. You see how this could threaten the established order, undermine our betters' right to rule.
Yeah, but that's just one side to it. Imagine how a watcher feels, knowing what a threat they are to the status quo. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be keen on kings and emperors wanting me dead. Sounds like a lot of hassle.
Don't sell yourself short, Kai. I don't doubt you're an expert in people wanting you dead.
You're not wrong.
I rarely am, in any case. The Watcher is fundamentally a tragic figure. Of the few that survive our world, most are destined to go mad. Yes and no. So far as I understand it, a Watcher is born a Watcher. But it takes an event, often something shocking or traumatic, to bring a Watcher's powers to the fore. So you may be a Watcher, or I may be, or Kai, and we might not even know. Well, the Watcher of Cadnua is legendary. It was their castle Aethys destroyed when he began his campaign of terror in the Deadfire. Oh, by the Queen, I hope I get to meet them someday. In terms of local interest, you'll have heard of Runid, of course. And there was Ida. You may not know about her. She was a Watcher from the Living Lands. I believe she was an Orlan. She must have died, 150 years ago. Slain by a great serpent, gods treat kindly with her soul. Doubtless there are others, but Most don't meet a good end.
Looks like I need to get my perception up.
I'm an open book. Off freak. I did. Terrible shame what happened to his brother. It sounds like his injuries were severe. I saw you two talking. I hope you can help him, Envoy. I don't mean to twist your arm, but don't delay too long. There have been earthquakes in the region lately. Floods, cave-ins. Gods know what else is possible down in that cave. You're the only one we have with the expertise for that kind of field work.
Aside from the people in trouble down there, which says something to the danger in that cave.
Whatever I think of the Expeditions Corps, they serve a vital purpose to the Empire. I'm glad it's you going after them. Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the Claviger far more than he lets on. And without the Claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling just to bail water from the sinking ship that is Paradise.
Claviger Amon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me. He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea. He always seemed dissatisfied back then. I suppose, years later, he still does. Be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier because we were anybody's favorite. The longer I'm here, the more likely the people who matter are to forget me. And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday. Get married, have a few kids, take the civil exams, and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy. Of course. Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, Envoy.
Whew. That guy's a talker. I'm about to do some more talking.
Envoy, is it really you?
Nope. I'm a ghost. Boogity boogity boogity. Let's read this stuff first. Oh, it's right in the forest. Oh, I'm gonna save that one. Is that something?
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Yeah.
Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
Man, I don't got any of this stuff.
And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. Well, not to mention your abrupt and untimely death. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. Your instincts do you credit. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Something about a labor dispute gone wrong, I think. The Steel Garrote got involved, and it turned quite ugly.
A lot of disputes arise because people here have a strong aversion to being told what to do.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
If any, what the fuck? It's like, that's what I want to put, except for the, if any. It's like, I want to kill me, I'm gonna kill you. You're not gonna come back to life. Oh, right here, yeah, that would like.
You sound like a Raotayan admiral.
I have no taste for it, but our Inquisitor has other ideas. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. I'm sure that a scholar of your prestige is more than capable of self-diagnosis, but time is of the essence. Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. You'll have tales aplenty, that's for certain. And a long tapestry of battle scars. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you survived the attempt on your life. But let's not dwell on unpleasant matters. Courtesan? Interesting. I had my theories about a certain shipment of herbs. Let us also say that I know why and how these herbs are being used. And I assume you figured it out as well. Do you object? Shrewd thinking, Envoy. Maybe you should be ambassador. So be it. I can't openly support Juliana's establishment, but I will pass along what funding I can. Round
Damn right.
in
I'm
our
gonna go
books.
fund a whorehouse.
Feel free to let her know the good news, but do try to keep my name out of it.
Feel like a dirty Democrat. Ooh, yeah. Using your earned money to give hand jobs. Okay, so let's see here.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed. Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarip queen. You're that godlike from the docks. I bet you do. I bet you do. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky. As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone.
Really need to get the perception up.
They were asking where they could find luminous Ardra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough. Well, well, you've done your reading. You're exactly right. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Ardra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there. Oh, I'm afraid not. No, those people were never seen again. That's why I think their Ardra might still be there. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you?
Bitch, I asked questions.
I don't know much, but one of the smugglers whispered the name Captain Bardato and spit on the ground. The name sounded Valian to me. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh no. I imagine a Valian sea captain knows better than to spend time among all these Adiran soldiers. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck. It's possible the Ardra disappeared with the experiment, but... Good luck out there.
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adiran Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktetragu sakasat jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramps should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Guy like ratting on the guy. Well, we'll see what he says. See, he hates my smarty pants answer.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor?
Gotcha. I was just talking to dude.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods, you.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
You'll be okay. Just get it all out, Calder.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
That was super easy. He was all like, yeah, let's go find those assassins. Alrighty. Looks like we might need to go take a nap here soon. What's up, Flint?
See, Marius? Told you I wasn't ready to hang it up yet.
I had it under control, Amakul. but thanks.
Ah, it's the principle of the thing. Now, what'll it be? As opposed to what? Some of my crewmates smoked it when I sailed with the Principe. Figured if any of them ever washed up here, they'd want a place to land. If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it. Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. Not sure what that's worth to you. I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. They're blocking the roads off, and they won't tell anybody why. The locals are worried about the Steel Garrote coming into town. Whatever Wodica wants, she's bound to find it.
Man, that wasn't a good one.
It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well. There's a rumor about a valuable Pargrun stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though.
Alright. Yeah, give me these. Alrighty, yeah. I think that's about all I want. Oh, I hear a shimmer.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same.
Paradise is getting more dangerous by the hour.
Nothing to see here, Envoy. The situation's under control. I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
This comes naturally to you? Were you raised in Galawain's tusks?
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwine understands. I assume you do too. Now that's what I like to hear. I leave you to your job, and you leave me to mine. You understand what it takes to maintain order. We're going to do great things with you around.
I'm not saying violence is never the answer, but she's a little too keen to deploy it.
So
Envoy?
Yeah, probably not the best answer. Where did I jump up from here? Go back inside. Anything else?
Do you mind?
Don't get many adherents in here.
It's not polite to eavesdrop on ladies, you know.
I don't have time for another prospect.
Nothing else is in here.
Whatever happened to Colburn, leave us out of it.
Do you mind?
Back up. Righty. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. I don't think any tools will work. Try this one. Oh, looking for chest. Don't talk about my mama, I'm leaving. Oh, oh, oh.
We could speak another time, perhaps.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
I don't know. Break like that? That's hard to give yourself.
I assume you intend to pursue this line of inquiry.
It's Paradise. If someone killed him, they'll get what's coming to them.
Did I not loot this guy's body? Where's this dead person? Oh, he must be like right here. Alrighty. I don't get why when you do that it makes you crouch.
Careful down here. You don't want to step in, you know, anything.
Pretty fucked up, huh? You can keep that, dude. I won't take your money. I don't need it.
Any injuries I should know about? No?
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there. Here, by the graffiti. You can reach the roofs from here. With any luck, your assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead. Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. You already met the apothecary. I'd suggest we pay him another visit.
Seems like a good place to start.
Without a second thought. I've bought my fair share of poisons in case some nim dude out there tries to take something I need. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary's in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Well, I guess maximum range, I guess that mean for also wands. Do set up some do perception next.
Beyond sync we go. Next one's mine.
We make a good squad.
Blacksmith, that bitch. I don't think they have any.
Good. You made it back.
I knew you'd be back.
No one's come to claim him. I suppose I should see going.
There are spells now.
Keep your helmet on. He's only been there a day.
That's the apothecary.
I'm telling you, there's no coin left. Business has been slow.
Fine, we'll make a deal. I can break your arms, or I can break your legs.
This can't be happening. Help!
Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah, it doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away. You and Deerins always think everyone's out to get you. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you. Bullshit. I don't see any imp. And besides, they don't eat souls. Do they?
Stick around. Find out for yourself.
Hey, boss, maybe we shouldn't. Fighting a godlike seems wrong somehow.
I knew you'd gone soft. We'll settle this as soon as I'm done here.
Watch yourselves.
Oh no, you don't!
Young Seek!
Nice shot! Get him, boys! Right way!
Seek!
Swine. This time, you're gonna stay
here. Just when I thought this would be too easy.
Seek! Seek!
Not looking so good.
Young Seek!
Oh, come on.
I won't let him
Young Seek! Young Seek! Young Seek! Young Seek! Seek!
Can't believe they're dead. It's over.
That it?
Alright, man. I got some questions for you, and you're gonna tell me the truth.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you. They don't. That's the problem. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands. I can't give you that.
What makes you think they won't come back for you? Help us, and we can help you.
If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me. I hate carrying a debt. Just don't tell anyone you learned it from me. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Santa Torre is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies. I have nothing to hide. Not anymore. Just talking to you has put me at odds with Paradis. I have no wish to be at odds with Adir as well.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Easier said than done, believe me. I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
So we're going to the temple to find a mystic to ask about the poison. Not what I imagine my day would be like.
My potions are brewed with local ingredients. Feel free to take a look.
Be on sync. Your armor's too weak here. On your right. You're all right. Next one's mine.
I was just getting warmed up.
Oh, excuse me. So a whole bunch of people just want to die now. That's fine. We'll kill them all.
Right behind you.
Coming from your right.
Yep.
Be on seat. Too late.
Chill out, little guy. Wow, you went crazy there for a second.
Be on seek. Armor isn't
Ow,
Didn't stand a chance.
Where there was only 3 dots.
moment, people.
Nice, you got a lockpick on it. Should be all good of bad guys now, at least down here, I would imagine. Before I do all that, it's kind of dumb that this place don't have a place for me to set up camp inside. It's what out back. Oh, I don't need any damn art. Go try to scam somebody else.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
Why, see, you're doing it now.
Well, now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse. You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds. Lots of open skin contact. Snapflies like the peeled skin. Fog mites love the blood.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I have some tanglewood in my pack. That should clear it right up.
Okay. If you insist.
You can thank me later. That's what I'm here for.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation. Good. Because it is the Dream Scourge, not Helia's parsley, that threatens all of us out here. Honestly, I wish more of your countrymen shared your pragmatism and decency. What's on your mind? Rebellion's more like our natural state of being in the living lands. People on the island don't much like being told what to do. In fact, many come here specifically for that reason. And the Steel Garrote. Ludwine and her paladins have been busy in the hinterlands. It's all rumor and speculation, but I don't think they're making your cause any friends. I don't like to gossip.
Since when?
Okay, I like fun gossip. They say she's hunting down so-called agitators, flattening entire settlements that stand in her way. Of course, all the news reaching Paradis is jumbled together. Stories about the Dream Scourge, the Steel Garrote, and the weird happenings that are almost commonplace around here. So it's hard to say what's true. If they're here under your banner, people will see their actions as representing you. I think you're right. I don't know that these rebels are all that organized yet, but where there's foam, there's rocks, as the saying goes. Should I break out the booze? You're asking me? I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about? Long enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blunders in the wilds, which he'll remind us of constantly. He's got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels things more deeply than he lets on, so if he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it. Yeah, given everything that comes with being an envoy, I bet that's especially refreshing for you. And don't worry if he starts badgering you. It's his way of showing he cares. Okay, but only if you let me turn that question around once I've answered you. I think you've been trusted with a nearly impossible task. When we first met, I thought that was because you made some powerful enemies back home. But as I've gotten to know you, I think that if anyone can stop the Dream Scourge, it's you. At the end of the day, I'm proud to fight alongside you. And there you have it. Your turn now. Oh, well, that's, nice of you to say. I don't mean to be rude. That's just more praise than I've probably earned. Enough about me, right? Sure. I'll tell you what I can. And I've got answer. Get some rest, Envoy.
No offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy. I mean that anyone who wanted to track you down would just have to follow the murmurs and gawkers in your wake. And a Deeren official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nim dude like Kai. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise, too. They say I'm the best there is. Merti, Envoy. I'll make myself at home. Anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do.
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead? Let's talk. As if Barrett didn't just drag you out of the grave. By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing. You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back. What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember? The beyond. That's the realm of the gods, of souls. Wait. Someone? Who was it? Or what was it? Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them? Even if you wanted to leave them there, I get the feeling they're not gonna leave you alone. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left Dawnshore. That's quite a feat. At least you have a sense of humor about it. So, this whole time you were in the Beyond, and then you were just sent back. Do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead? That doesn't stop him from trying, I guess. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. I know I am. Hopefully that Watcher Runid will have some answers for us. For now, let's get some rest. We should be safe enough, but I'll take watch, just in case.
By the way, I never met that Orlin girl before in my life.
What Orlin girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks, with the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth. Thinking about her again, huh?
You thought we had a past or something, but I'd never seen her before in my life.
We could see her again if you want. I think she liked you.
Well, anyway, just wanted to clear that up. Yeah, a good talk.
Some women like the brooding, mysterious types. Just gotta work on your small talk. Look, Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
If you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
Okay, Amaku. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, I need to call it.